It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet says, out of all the candidates' solutions to ISIS, I know you're a Carson supporter, but his plan sucks compared to Trump's. Did you hear what Trump said? He said, out of all the candidates' solution to this ISIS situation, I know you're a Carson supporter, but his plan sucks compared to Trump's. Did you hear what Trump said? Wow, I thought this was very, very, very interesting tweet. But here's my response. Imagine you fell out of love with your wife or your husband, your loved one. You fell out of love. And then you seen somebody on TV that helped you fall in love with your wife again. You know, they helped you see it in a different way. They probably brought hope back to your relationship, and you fell in love with your spouse again or your relationship. How far do you take that person that inspired you? How much do you stick up for that person? Do you spend time on developing that relationship and appreciating that relationship that you have with your wife? Or do you spend all the time talking about and defending and protecting the person that helped you fall in love again with your wife? How much do you do? Go get that person, you bring him into the bedroom with you because you need to keep him with you because how far do you go with your appreciation for that person? So here's the situation. Your candidate Trump or my candidate Carson or somebody's candidate Cruz or whatever, they might have helped you fall in love with America again. They might even help you have hope again in America. But how far do you take that? Do you spend time on just the person that helped you fall in love with America? Or do you spend time developing your relationship with America? Do you take this person with you wherever you go? I mean, what do you do? They helped you fall in love with America again, and they should be applauded for that. If it's Trump, man, love that man. Love what he brought out, the energy he brought. But are you going to spend all your time with him? Or are you going to spend your time with loving America again? Okay, Ted Cruz, bam, awesome, wonderful. I'm in love with America again. There's hope. So how much time where do you take Ted Cruz with you? Ben Carson, same thing. Carly Fiorina, any of them. How far do you take that? If they helped you fall in love with America again, the way that you appreciate and enact that love is understanding what America stands for. It stands for its people. So if you're not in love with its people, and you're not developing its relationship with its people, we the people, then what good was that candidate that helped you fall in love with America again? Because America is about how we exist with each other. We can't do this thing by ourselves. We can do some things by ourselves, but we can't do this American thing by ourselves. It's we the people. And here's the biggest aspect of this. ISIS. They're here in America. We have a president and a complicit media that's trying to get them to be here bigger than ever. They're here in America right now. So our candidate says something that got us excited about America. Ben Carson says something that makes me feel that America has hope. He has a plan. We tell him, tell us your plan about ISIS. And Ben Carson tells us. And we say, yes, Ben Carson's the man. He rocks. Donald Trump comes out. He tells us, oh, Donald Trump is the man. He rocks. Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, they all come out with their little plans. Oh, man, they rock. But what difference does it make with their plan when they can't implement it until another 14 months and ISIS is here right now? Do we love our candidate or are we in love with America? Because the relationship we have with other Americans is more potent than anything that a candidate says. Our relationship with our neighbors is more important than anything that a candidate says. Our relationship with we the people, understanding what can we do to protect ourselves from ISIS who's here right now, because our candidate can't do a damn thing for us. If our candidates is not inspiring us to come together as Americans because these people are coming to kill all us Americans, then what good is our candidate? What good is he? He can't do nothing for us for 14 months. He has absolutely no power, no control. He or she means nothing but a hill of beans. They can't do anything for us, but they can suck our resources out of us. We give all our resources to these candidates when we can keep these resources to make sure we're armed to the teeth with things that can really protect us, that we have a battle plan with our neighbors. So when ISIS comes down our street, we can protect ourselves. But if our candidate has us at each other's throat, if our candidate has us saying, your candidate sucks, my candidate's the bomb, what good does that make when ISIS comes? Is ISIS going to line us up and say, who do you support? Well, I support Ben Carson. Oh, okay, I'm going to let you live. Well, I support Donald Trump. Well, I got to kill you because Donald Trump said he going to kick our ass. And just like you believe him, I believe him. So our candidates, we got to understand if they helped us fall in love with America, what are we doing to develop a relationship with the Americans? And if we're at each other's throat during some kind of primary where they can say anything they want and it don't mean nothing, they can say what they would do with the military. It doesn't matter for another 14 months. ISIS is about to be here and do something to us right now in 14 minutes. 14 days. 14 weeks. What can our candidate do for us if they have us at each other's throats? Our candidates are more harmful to us right now if we do not look past the fact that they cannot do anything but run their mouth. That's all of them. You might think I'm throwing my candidate under the bus. You might even think I'm throwing your candidate under the bus. No, I'm making sure that our candidates don't distract us from us getting run over by our own bus. Our election process has been going on for hundreds and upon hundreds of years. Candidates come, candidates go. What are we going to do about the ones that are making decisions right now? What are we going to do about the ones that is controlling our military right now? What about the ones that's making these decisions to bring ISIS into your kids' school right now? Donald Trump has security. Ben Carson has security. Cruz has security. Their families have security. But we got to make our own security until they can get into where they can dictate something. They can't do nothing right now, but we can. We have to look out for ourselves in this day and time. Let the process do that. If Donald Trump, Ben Carson, Ted Cruz, Rubio, whoever has you falling in love with America again, has you having hope, then let's be real, people. Are you at a non-supporter's throat? Because they're just a non-supporter when it comes to asking a poll question or coming to a campaign rally or something like that. But when it comes down to the end of the day, everybody that you're mad at, you're going to need to support each other. Because right now, if we are at war with radical Islam and radical Islam is here, then everybody is my battle buddy. Everybody in America is in the foxhole with me. Me being at your throat and you being at my throat is counterproductive because ISIS don't give a damn. He said kill Americans. Death to America. And so guess what? Ben Carson's plan don't suck as much as Donald Trump's plans suck. Because none of them can put their plans in until we're stuck. Hey, I'm Phil Williams, and that's my response to a tweet on The Phil Williams Show.